We never really got to see my parents together all that often, and the times that we did see them together, they were always fighting. It was hard, but I grew up with two older brothers, two guys that were able to kind of keep me busy by just like roughhousing, and we just always played outside, and we found ways to keep ourselves busy and take our mind off that. As soon as I watched my first fight, fell in love with it. It just looked awesome, looked very natural. I just knew that it was more than just fighting. It just looked like two guys that are very, very competitive. And I always loved anything that got my adrenaline going. I have an A license in skydiving. I've traveled to Tanzania in Africa. I've traveled to Australia. I've been to the Galapagos Islands. I've swam with sharks. None of it tops it. None of it even compares. And that's why I love fighting. I've learned just countless things about myself along this journey. I trained hard, and when I was in the gym, I made sure that I put the hours in and I put the work in. I didn't balance it very well, which is an experience that I learned from. Yeah, I stopped training as soon as I left college. Tough time, kind of acclimating myself to, I guess, what you want to call the real world. I hated it. I hate being sitting down all day. I hate being in an office. It just wasn't for me, man. I just always have to be moving, and I like to be challenged in a different way. Obviously, you were learning a lot of corporate stuff and stuff that dealt with work, but I wasn't learning a lot about myself. My dad inspired me from having that kind of rags to riches story. Something that he always instilled in me was passion. All the time he talked about passion, passion, passion. Just find your passion. It doesn't matter what you do. We didn't have that relationship that ideally you would want with your father. We just didn't have enough time. But he passed away in a climbing accident in Chamonix, France, and kind of like a spark got lit, and I realized that I needed to find my passion again.
Just to hold on, hoping just to have one more day, one day. But since you shined a light on, all my hopes have all gone away, away. Collecting your secrets while I sleep, tucking them away now nice and neat. Shaking like a leaf, you're so afraid I might find out what you're made of. What happened to you? What happened to you?
Every moment is yours. Living in that moment. That's what you train for, that's what you fight for. It's those small moments that eventually build up to the bigger picture. And ultimate goal is to make it to the biggest promotions and be a champion of the world, and not just do it once. I want to be a multi-world champion. I want to set records. I want to win fighter awards. I want everything. Leading up to the fight, and you're getting warmed up. They call your name. They're like, hey, Brian Lynn, you're on deck. It's an amazing feeling. The adrenaline, just knowing that everyone's watching you, the pressure, just everything feels great about it. Just knowing that the years that you spent, the months, the days, everything, the hours that you spent, all that time, everything that you sacrificed for it is finally coming to fruition.
Cover up your eyes now with your hands, oh my dear, I understand what I get is never what
into this sport and into this lifestyle that it can all pay off if you work hard, if you're competitive, if you focus on your mental and your physical, not just inside the gym but outside as well, then anything is really possible. And that's really the story that I want to be able to share with other people, is try and be that inspiration and try and share my experience so that other people have that hope and other people can understand that whatever your dreams are, you can make it.